Welcome to the last installment in the regular season of the Run to Daylight show. I'm your host, Todd Burrows, and I just want to thank my friends over at Underdog Fantasy for all their support this year and for such great contests. We did it, guys. We filled $10 million contest. And I'm up to about almost 500 contests on Underdog this year. After 120 last year, I really bought into the program. Love a lot of the things that they did. Go to underdogfantasy.com if you want to play during the season, or if you want to try NFL or hockey best ball. Those are either live or will be live soon. And I want to thank all you, the listeners, for making this show what it is. Those of you who were regulars and those who jumped in on comments. It was a lot more solo stuff this year than having guests. And I hope you enjoyed the shows. And I want to thank each and every one of you for your time. And it's time to kind of transition over to daily fantasy. But before, I think it's very important that I show you guys my ownership. After all the stuff that we let's see if the sharing works. And let's see. Looks like it's working. I sure hope it works. All right, let's go over to Underdog. And hopefully you guys are seeing this. I'm trying to really tell quickly if I can. No, that's not going to work either. Oh, well, I'm trying to get this in before my last FFPC draft. I'm hoping you guys can see this. Let's go into my exposure. And let's start with quarterbacks. So you can see this is right around where I wanted my target to be. My highest owned guys around 15%. Dak, Fields, Russell Wilson, Brady, Stafford. You normally don't get win percentages over 15% out of your quarterbacks. So I'm actually happy with this. It gives me a lot of different opportunities. And you can see the more expensive quarterbacks I'm under on. Jackson, Herbert, a little bit more of I love that I did a few Tyler Huntleys with Mark Andrews. So I'm over on that whole mid-tier. So Mahomes out of my own guys. I did a lot of Hurts late. I was early. I was not really doing him before that. Let's see. So Russ, Dak, Brady, Stafford, and then Winston and Fields were my two late guys. I leaned heavily into Rodgers, Kyler, guys all in that window. Guys who could give you a top 3 season without having to pay top 3 or 4 pricing. And again, my goal isn't to have heavy ownership on guys, but to make a lot of really good lineups, taking advantage of values, things of that nature. When you go over to Draft IQ, and I got to update it, but basically you're going to see when I go into quarterbacks. How do you do it by quarterback? Where is... All right. All right, so it's not going to let me do it easily. I apologize. All right, let's look at running backs. Rashad Penny, 15.6. I actually wish I had a little bit more of him. Barkley, Round two guys, remember 15% is my most, but a lot of these are 13%. Donta Foreman, Lenny Fournette, who I ended up with more than I thought I would. Singletary, Gibson, Michael Carter. So that is Aaron Jones, Derrick Henry, James Conner, Akers, Jamal Williams. Sorry, I'm trying to do this at work, and I thought I disconnected the phone, but it's ringing anyway. Let's look at wide receiver. Michael Thomas, 20%. Wandell, 17.6. So you can see how much I was buying into that 8th, 9th round Michael Thomas, that 20th round Wandell. I wouldn't mind these being closer to 25%. It just didn't work out that way. And you see a lot of late guys, Samuel, Shark, DPJ. I like Mooney a lot, Kendrick Bourne, Allen Robinson, Alec Pierce. And finally, and this is going to be a short pod, Kyle Pitts, 15%, Dallas Goedert, 15%, Kmet, Freiermuth. Those are guys that I feel really strongly about. Hopefully this worked out well. You guys were able to see my exposures. I know it's a little bit of a shorter podcast than normal, but I did want to go over that quickly in case I didn't get to do it before kickoff tonight. And I would have liked to have done a more in-depth one. If you guys have any questions on exposure or my exposure, give me a call on Twitter at BestBallNFL, and I'll see you guys during the season. Thank you very much.